since the Black American want to go to war, let's try, let's see. All of us, let's call out one day from work. All of us across the United States. All immigrants call out from work. Yes. If they want to go to war, let's see what they can prove. And also, all immigrants, like your businesses from all Black Americans. Simple as that. Don't let them go into your grocery store. Don't let them go into your restaurant. Don't let them go into your salon. You want to go to war? We will. And also, we can ask all our African doctors, yeah, boycott all Black American treatment. Like I said, you don't want to go to war with African. 54 freaking country. The population of African in the United States is more than your Black American population. Just so you know. That's the reason why 64% of the Democratic vote is immigrant. And out of that 64, 54 is Black. So Black America, you don't want to go to war with us. At this point, I don't care if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican. Because the stupid Black Republicans that are being controlled by the white tea brought this up. And it seems to be that some of you on the Democratic Party side are also getting along. So you want to pick that fight? We can do so. Yeah, we can ask our 54% vote to boycott the coming elections. Oh yes, I can guarantee you, when we boycott it, you will have no seat. Don't play with us. Bragging to ourselves, oh, we suffer history, somebody got to pity party us. No. We work our ass up because we don't want the white tea man to tell us what to do. That's why we work. That's why we don't want to live on the system. So if you're jealous and you angry about that, go do the job that we do. Go to school. That's all you need to do. I saw your video where you calling for them to boycott African restaurant and boycott African salon. Listen, plus you, minus you, African businesses still gonna go. Like I told you. Like I told you in my previous video. Plus you, Black America, minus you, Black America, African businesses are still gonna go.
Who is promoting a protest for August 1st. Complete blackout on African braiding shops, restaurants, and stores, right? I'm absolutely here for this. I'm showing my support because I do this in my everyday life. I do not shop with the Africans. Ain't no African ever braided my hair, put their hands in my head, or none of that, right? I don't do the restaurants. I stopped like years ago. I do not shop with their stores. If I walk into a store and I accidentally realize, oh, not for me, right? So she's encouraging that we do an August 1st protest all through the month of August. I think it should continue throughout for the rest of the year, right? Let them really feel the heat, okay? Because they are confused about who they are, who we are, and what this is all about, right? They're so busy licking boots, they don't seem to want to give us our respect. They need a wake-up call, right? Because clearly they don't understand that the large majority of why you are even in the space that you're in is because of us, and that our dollars are the ones that pay your bills. Because we black them out. I want to see how many white people finna support y'all, right? I want to see how many of y'all businesses is really going to be able to stay afloat month after month of black people not supporting you, right? Like, let's really be about it. So in support of Shaya's shelf, I am even pushing past August, but it starts August 1st.
Hi, you guys. So I wanted to come on and to touch on this whole conversation about this protest that's supposed to take place August 1st. Now, to my understanding, I don't even know that. I was trying to figure out, where did this come from? Who started it? but I don't see like the first video, the first conversation. I'm assuming it may be coming from the whole essence conversation, and then maybe people just started talking about other things. Because I don't even know how this whole conversation about African braid shops came up. But people are wanting to boycott. Now everybody want to boycott and protest everything for no reason. You know, it just makes no sense. Like, I feel like in order for you to truly have impact, you have to really have a reason to do these things. You can't just jump out here screaming and hollering about let's protest, let's boycott. And for what? Like, what are you boycotting? What are you protesting? You get what I'm saying? And why, right? So the African lady that I placed in here, she's talking really, said a lot of really ignorant things. She's extremely rude in her delivery. But then she came back. I see on TikTok, there's another video. She's trying to now blame somebody else for the video. She's saying certain things she didn't say. So now she's trying to pretend like somebody else said it, or they just AI'd it into the video or something she's saying. But she tried to come back. The original video that I saw from her was 8 minutes. I didn't use the whole video. It's like I said, it's ignorant and disrespectful, and she said all this nonsense. But just to speak to the nonsense, like, people should be careful, like, because people can come after you over these business license. You know what I'm saying? So everybody let them run their mouth, but then everybody don't be following the law either. And then they don't think about it until folks come after them, right? So that's really all I wanted to say. Not only that, these kids could definitely turn you in. Like the young man was saying, that he feel like some of these shops have human trafficking rings. I didn't even think about that. Like, there is a lot of that, but usually it is. I mean, I don't think I've ever came across a case where it was people of color, as far as black people. However, that is something to consider, what he's saying. So, but yeah, these people could definitely hit the hotlines and have you investigated. So you better watch what you're saying, especially if your stuff is not in order. Your citizenship is not in order. You're not sitting over there with a license, 2 braid hair. You know, you might want to watch how you're talking to people. That's it, and that's all. You know, it's all funny to me. I'm not taking any of it too serious. I just thought it was interesting that she was saying all that stuff, because, yeah, like, you definitely better have your things in order. And then the stuff she was saying about the hospitals, you know, once again, you know, you could look up and find people losing their license over you out here saying stuff that is illegal. They can't do that. These people are under oath that work in these medical fields, because she's talking about the African doctors. Like, she think all of us have African doctors for whatever reason. I don't know where she get that from. No, you have an African doctor. You don't know what our doctors look like, ma'am. You know, and I understand there were a lot of Jamaican and Africans that went into the nursing field. I get that, because I was a government employee, and I know years ago they used to say it was a shortage. It was going to be a shortage because of the baby boomers. You know, they would need to increase the nursing staff. So I get that, and so that definitely would have given them the opportunity to get into those fields, right? And that's fine, but you don't get to abuse anybody or talking about you're not going to service the African Americans. You guys are going to lose your license and you're going to be out of a job. If anybody catch anybody on TikTok or anywhere else saying stupid stuff like that. And so I think that's why she came back to clean that up. And the other thing that I wanted to say about what she said, was the African lady was saying, is that how does she know that they're FBA people that are making these complaints? Because a lot of these girls that are from the Caribbean are also the first or second generation American. Just because they say they're American don't mean that they're us. And then a lot of U.S. girls, you know, they don't necessarily get their hair braided, and they certainly don't get their hair braided that much to where you would be caking like that off of us. So the people that's making the complaint could also be you. You know, she talking about they all gonna band together against us, but you don't even know who making the complaints against you. You see, and so the whole thing is just funny to me. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. I don't think anybody is really going to protest. I don't get my hair braided at these places anyway, so this is not my conversation. I just feel like listen, young people, when you guys start boycotting and protesting, make it count. You understand? Make sure something's on the table for you. Don't just start boycotting and protesting just because. You know, the young lady is right. We don't need to go to them. You know, we could braid hair as well. So you don't need to go to them. You don't have to tell them that either. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to inform them of anything. We don't owe them anything. And this is America. This is our land. We don't have to get permission to not go somewhere or to go somewhere. We don't have to hold no conversation about that with anyone. She said they gonna survive without us, so let them survive. No one, has to concern themselves about this conversation. But I do want to say this to people, like some of the stuff she was saying, like I said, is very cringy and illegal. As long as she understands that, you cannot, and if you work in the medical field, you cannot come out here talking about who you not going to service. That's against the law. You should even be a public service if you have an issue with a group of people, okay? And believe it or not, you can think whatever you want to think about us, but you will find yourself in a world of trouble out here saying things like that. But y'all keep it up. Y'all was over here cracking up. Let me know what y'all think about the whole conversation, though. Like I said, if you're going to be protesting and boycotting stuff, make it count. Make it about something that's real. You know, make it about something that's going to benefit you. And you don't have to announce to anybody that you don't want to use their service. You don't have to if you don't choose to. And it is what it is. But I do think that when people tell you who they are, you should believe them. People making threats and things of that nature, these are things that you should take in and not take lightly. Like I said, some of the stuff she was saying was cringy. And, I think that if you got a loved one in a nursing home, you might want to pay attention to who your doctor is. She seems to think that all the doctors are African. You might want to pay attention to who you're letting in your hair, right? Especially when people are talking in these manners. Watch how you spend your money. Spend your money with your own, because as you see, people don't even see you as, like she said, we're not them. She see the Caribbean people as her people, but not us. So when people tell you who they are, believe them. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.